Dear students, we already learned about electromagnetic waves. That is, what is an electromagnetic wave and how it propagates in a medium and also in vacuum, and what are the properties of electromagnetic waves, etc. in various classes. In this lecture, we will study how to express the propagating wave in phasor form. So we studied different ways to express a system in first module, that is in Cartesian coordinate system and spherical coordinate system, and by using the cylindrical coordinate system we can represent the system in different ways. So here we will study to express the wave in phasor form. So let us write the wave equation, that is, we already studied the wave equation for free space, and let us write the wave equation for free space like this, that is del square E is equal to mu epsilon dou square E divided by dou t square. For a free space, the value of sigma is equal to 0, so it consists only this portion. Then we can represent a system in phasor form, that is e raised to j theta can be represented as cos theta plus j sin theta. It is the phasor representation. So in a similar way, the electromagnetic field, that is, here the electric field, we can represent the electric field like E is equal to e raised to j omega t. This E can be represented as e raised to j omega t in phasor form. For the wave propagation, we are taking only the real part of the electric field. So E can be represented as E is equal to real part of e raised to j omega t. And it can also be represented as E of x of t is equal to x comma t is equal to real part of E of x e raised to j omega t. And apply this value to the wave equation. That is, wave equation is del square E is equal to mu epsilon dou square E divided by dou t square. For that equation, we have to apply the value of del square E like this, that is del square into real part of e raised to j omega t, that is equal to mu epsilon dou square divided by dou t square of real part of e raised to j omega t. That is, we are replacing the value of E with the real part of e raised to j omega t. This can be written as real part of del square e raised to j omega t. It is equal to this real part of minus mu epsilon omega square e raised to j omega t. That is, we have to take the derivative, that is dou square divided by dou t square of real part of e raised to j omega t. So after this we get the real part of minus omega square e raised to j omega t, that is minus omega square e raised to j omega t, and rearrange this and we get real part of minus mu epsilon omega square e raised to j omega t. So this can be written real part of del square e raised to j omega t is equal to mu epsilon real part of minus omega square e raised to j omega t. And thus rearrange this equation as real part of del square E plus mu epsilon omega square e raised to j omega t, that is e raised to j omega t is common in both terms, that is equal to 0. So in the next step we are going to substitute mu epsilon omega square, this value mu epsilon omega square is equal to beta square. Then the equation becomes del square E plus this term, that is mu epsilon omega square E is equal to 0. Then we are going to substitute beta square, so the equation becomes del square E plus beta square E is equal to 0. That is, here beta square is equal to mu epsilon omega square. And from this equation, the value of beta can be written as beta is equal to omega into root of mu epsilon. And this beta is called the phase shift constant. That is, in the case of electromagnetic wave, it is oscillating. That is, it have dimensions in both positive and negative half cycle. So its phase is shifting at a particular instant, and beta is related with that phase shift, and beta is known as the phase shift constant. And we know the velocity of electromagnetic waves, it depends upon the permeability and permittivity of the medium. That is, the velocity can be written as 1 by root of mu epsilon. That is, velocity can also be written as, that is, omega divided by beta. From this relation we get the velocity is equal to 1 by root of mu epsilon. And the value of this in free space is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So the equation is del square E plus beta square E is equal to 0, and this value is known as, this equation is known as the vector Helmholtz equation. And this is the wave equation for lossless medium in phasor form. Del square E plus beta square E is equal to 0 is the wave equation for lossless medium in phasor form, and it is also known as vector Helmholtz equation. So we know the wave that propagates in x direction only, that is, del square E means dou square divided by dou x square of Ex plus dou square divided by dou y square of Ey plus dou square divided by dou z square of Ez is equal to del square E. But we know the electric field, it propagates only in x direction. So the all other values, that is belonging to y and z axis values becomes 0. Then the value of del square E consists only value through the x direction. So this can be written as dou square divided by dou x square of Ex plus beta square E is equal to 0. This is the wave propagation or electric field propagation in x direction. Here we are considering only the case of x direction because the electric field is propagates in x direction, and so all other components, that is flowing through the y and z direction, should be equal to 0. And in the case of magnetic field, we know the magnetic field is propagates orthogonal to this electric field, and it propagates in y direction or y axis. So the equation for magnetic field can be written as dou square. In the place of this E, we are putting h, and here it is x, and in the case of magnetic field it is y. So dou square divided by dou y square hy plus beta square h is equal to 0. This is the equation, that is wave equation for in the terms of magnetic field for a lossless medium. So this is about the wave propagation in phasor form. Thank you.